Hello, my beautiful Soul Tribe Collective. Quick channel message that I was getting through is that this is going to come through differently for different people, but collectively speaking, bridging, we've kind of been in this yin kind of energy, right? We've been in this energy within a cycle of making deep realizations, thinking very deeply about things, processing things, feeling things, having to integrate that new energy and things like that. Shifting thoughts, doing healing work. And it's kind of like the outside settled down for a bit, because there was a period of time just before this one where it got a bit chaotic on the outside, meaning there was kind of some triggering situations, or there was ongoing, there were like there was like ongoing relationships that some of you left some of them, or like there was situations that caused conflict, or it was just busier. And then it's kind of like this period that simmered down a bit, but within the simmering you were doing a lot of internal work, you were doing a lot of internal reflection, you were doing a lot of 111. I just saw, yeah, you were doing a lot of thinking, reflecting, gathering ideas, gathering plans, gathering your vision of how to move forward, or processing new emotions. Like, I'm getting some of you have been making realizations about things on maybe what you want for your future, work-wise, relationship-wise, lifestyle-wise. Like in this period right here, you've been making new realizations, kind of shifting aspects, shifting perspectives, gaining that internal energy. You've been growing your roots, and we're about to shift right now into a next new phase. Now this next new phase is going to be more of a yang energy, meaning you might find your outside life getting a bit more fast paced. You might find you have less time to do some things that you were doing before, like journaling or meditating, or you may even find that you're cut off slightly from your intuition. And if you do find that, if you're someone who's resonating with that, Spirit wants you to know it's just that it's nothing to do with you, right? It's like the mind is getting busier. We're entering this yang energy because we are now in the experiencing part of the cycle. So within like kind of cycles in life, you'll kind of go yang energy, it will get busier on the outside, situations will happen, and then we go yin energy where we're processing, we're thinking, we're taking a step back, we're resting a bit more, things slow down on our outside, and then it goes back to that yang, and then we'll go back to that yin. So what we're about to enter into, or what they're telling me, is basically that there's going to be now some more fast moving energy on the outside of your world, you taking actions on things, you being out more, you making plans. You might just find things get a bit more busier or more fast paced. You could find that your mind is a bit busier, or as I said, you're disconnected a bit more. You might be finding you're more tired in this stage right here. But then we're going to flick back to the yin. So there's going to be important things that happen on your outside world within the stage that you're coming into that are going to usher in the next reflective period. So it's almost like, yeah, in stages. It's like this yin, thinking, processing, yang, things happening, yin, taking in that new outside information, those new outside situations. 333 I just saw. Weird. 111 and 333. Interesting. Yeah, so taking in these outside situations, recalibrating your compass, recalibrating how you feel, what direction you want to go in, processing. And then there's going to be this yin again. Sorry if I keep repeating myself, you guys. I feel like we're in a very repetitive kind of cycle, but each time you enter the yin and each time you enter the yang, you do make new discoveries, you do make new internal shifts, new growth. But yeah, I'm getting that we're being called to just really live in our 3D bodies, really live in our 3D selves, because if you've noticed a lot on the collective readings, they were very heavy on kind of processing energy, transmuting energy, and us understanding and us learning and making realizations about our internal world, our internal thought processes, our internal energies. But now this is coming more into the yang. We're being encouraged and pushed to just set ourselves free into our material world, whether that's getting stuck into new things, getting stuck into exploring new things, learning new things, researching new things, renovating things, moving stuff around your home, or starting projects that maybe were kind of put off, not put off, but like they weren't meant to, but now you're going to start, yeah, there's like things that you're going to start taking action on that maybe it wasn't the right time before, or I don't know, it's just, I get that we're entering this yang and things will get busier, and we're being encouraged to just embrace the 3D world, okay? Because there's going to come a time again where we're pushed into that introspection hermit period, and that's when our intuition's heightened. That's when our feelings and sensitivities are heightened. So yeah, enjoy the material world. Treat yourself, you guys. Whatever it is that you like doing. Maybe meet up with some friends. Maybe you will be meeting up with friends. Maybe you'll be working more. Maybe you'll be just doing more activities with your family or things like that. Feels like there's some things moving in, coming out of this resting period, that are really guiding you with hope. Like there's some really bright things that are taking you out of this past internal energy, which is really funny because if you notice on this card, Six of Swords that's come out, she's running out of this dark into the light, and that's kind of what we're saying, is like we're coming out of the yin, going into the yang, the yin being the moon energy, yin being your internal, you know, the darkness, the nighttime, and we're coming into the external, the 3D world, and the yang energy of doing, taking action. So yeah, you could just be doing more activities as well, or having more plans. It could even just be like more errands to do. Could feel like in this yang period you're entering, you might just lose track of time, you know? Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles here, look. She's put on a sweat, she's organizing things, she's working hard, right? Really going at it. Really going at it. Yeah, kind of figuring things out. It's like you're putting things into action that you've spoken about or thought about doing. Yeah, just be careful. We're being reminded, you guys, me as well, everyone in the collective is being reminded that this is going to be quite an intense yang energy, meaning if things do get busy, we're being not tested, but this is an opportunity for us to put into place what we learned in this past yin phase. So we made internal realizations in this yin phase, how we want to start living, what our routine wants to be like, how we should honor ourselves. Like, you've already made all these realizations, maybe what changes you want to make. Oh, you want to break certain habits, or you want to whatever you realize within this yin stage. It seems like we're having the opportunity to put that into action within this yang stage now. So Spirit will make things busier, and they're like, right, let's put this into motion, let's put this into practice, what you've internally realized, especially because you've been doing so well with your watering of the garden of your mind. You've been doing so well at transmuting energy, transmuting your thoughts, like shifting to a higher perspective. You've really got good at that, you guys. And they're saying now, right, we're gonna up the notch a bit on the outside, okay, because there's big expansion coming, there's good opportunities coming, there's work opportunities coming, definitely good opportunities coming up. For some of you it's just maybe busier with interacting or something, or work will get busier. They're reminding us, they're upping the notch, and it's an opportunity for us to rebalance, okay? Speaking from personal as well, but I know this is related to this message and for you guys too, but personally, it's like I was on a really good flow with my work-life balance, and then all of a sudden I feel like I'm like, wait a minute, you know, like I've been overdoing things. It's just my thoughts have been very fast. I don't know if that's for you guys as well, but that's, you could be finding yourself getting a bit more tired in this yang phase. You know, it's all about just alchemizing that balance. I'm realizing as well when you've done enough and done a good job, you guys, because I know that you've made some big realizations in this past stage, and it's like all of the ideas that you've made, all the kind of things that you want to do or pursue, it's like there's so many built up. Spirit's like, you know, there's so much built up that you might just start doing it and get really carried away because you're passionate about it. Or for some of you, it's just because you're really hard workers. They're saying to step back, take a rest when you feel you need to, you guys, because you're extremely determined, beautiful souls. Whether that's just even keeping up with the housework, you know, whether that's not the housework, but whether that's your actual work or your actual job, or whether that's taking care of what you've got going on, or making things, or taking care of your kids, you know. This is like you really being such a dedicated soul, and you really should be very proud. I feel it. I'm feeling very admirable towards your energy. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you guys have a really beautiful mindset. You're kind of the energies. It's like when you know you want to get something done, you get something done. You know, even if you think about it for a while, once you know you want to get something done, you get it done. It seems like you're taking action on things that you thought about doing in this past phase. Yeah, so we've got like you working on something. Oh, actually, this is... So yeah, just... You see, this is the energy I'm talking about here. This Knight of... Yeah, this Knight of Swords reversed. Up late, you could be staying up later in this yang period of time, or maybe you already have been. But it's kind of this energy of maybe certain things that you were doing before just becoming a bit more... I don't know. I don't want to... Maybe there's like certain tasks that are just becoming a bit more frustrating, even if it is your work, because it's like mentally you've been doing so much processing and alchemizing and shifting and healing and growing and learning, internal realizations. That takes up a lot of energy. Of course, this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this around the time that I'm uploading, then I think I kind of know why there's a conflicting type of energy going on, where you may be feeling very tired even though the outside is getting busier, or you feel more motivated, but maybe you don't feel like you have the energy for all of your mental motivation, like you have the ideas, the inspiration, or you have the mental clarity on what you need to do and the things you need to get done, but maybe you don't feel like you have all the energy to do those things. And we have to remember we're entering a yang cycle within our lives, yet we are affected by the energies surrounding us, and the moon being one of them. We've just come out of a full moon and we're closing down now to a new moon, meaning we're losing power, we're closing up shop, we're getting ready to rest, recover, rejuvenate, because when the new moon hits, we'll be starting and gaining power, gaining energy, starting new things and putting action into new things and getting things done and things like that, ready for the full moon when things manifest and come to their peak of culmination. So even though this moon is culminating down and disseminating, it's kind of like we're in the opposite. So just give yourself patience, you guys. That's quite heavy, conflicting energies to have to be sat in, and you are doing an amazing job. I really hope you see that. I really hope you see that within your work or your day-to-day tasks. You know, even though you're tired, you're still getting through the day. You're still getting things done. Like, you're doing really good. And I feel like some of us are feeling a bit mentally drained or feeling a bit mentally overwhelmed in some way. It could be to do with just like there's a lot of things that you have to get done, or a lot of things you have to sort out. It could even be just like bills, or it's just like little things could just feel a bit on top, you know? But don't worry, you guys. Don't worry, because... Oh, I thought that was another card. Okay. Because I do feel this energy lifting up. I do feel it coming a bit lighter. Because it feels like you're gonna reach a liberation point within this yang energy. It feels like the things you are gonna work hard on in this yang energy, you're gonna get a really good reward, you know, like you're gonna get a really good return. Like, say you've been working overtime and then you get more money for that, or you have been staying up late to work on a project, but then it turns out even better than you imagined, or it's kind of like that vibe. Like, once you're gonna like make this breakthrough or something, it's gonna be like all the hard work you put in is gonna pay off in some way, for whatever you've been trying to sort out or figure out. Or some of you have been writing, you've been putting a lot of self-love on yourself too. Also, in this yang period, it might be good for us to just get some nice treats, right, that make us feel cozy and nourished. Like when I'm just looking at the vanilla here, it's like, never underestimate the power of your favorite snack when you're feeling like groggy, or you're feeling just like the day is a bit gray. Like personally, things that you genuinely love, or even ask spirit, ask the universe to manifest a surprise for you in the day. If you do wake up feeling a bit groggy, or if you do wake up feeling a bit blocked by your intuition, ask for a synchronicity. That's a really beautiful thing, actually, you guys. I didn't think about that. It's like, if you've been struggling on connecting with your intuition in this yang period, or if you already have, it's more just like, it's not that you're not connecting with it. It's not that at all. It's like almost as if there's a layer of just kind of, I don't know how to explain this energy. It's like you have your intuition, you always do, but sometimes it feels a bit clearer and like easily accessible. And I feel like your angels are saying, if you need extra confirmation on your intuition, right, you're still getting your intuition, you're still getting messages, but maybe you feel like you are doubting them a bit more than you usually do. And if you find this is the case, Spirit's saying always ask for a synchronicity, and they will bring you one. Ask for a surprise to brighten up your day, and they will for sure bring you one. I've just seen 2 synchronicities for someone here, if that's the case: a sunflower, a pink flower, diamonds, and also butterflies, orange, white, and blue. And also gingerbread cookies or baking, stars, decorating, fairies. Sorry, I'm just going off now. I'm like, synchronicities. Strawberries, pink strawberries. Okay, right. So also birds. A long-tailed tit, a blue tit, a blue jay, a hummingbird. Okay, so this is going to be where I leave it, you guys. I'm going to go rest now as well. I hope that this brought you some form of confirmation or clarity, and I'll speak to you all very soon.